Welcome, welcome, come in, make yourself comfortable. Today we are making a swirly soap, and when I say today, what I actually mean is I made this soap quite a little while ago, but I made it late at night and I couldn't be bothered filming intro videos and all of that at the same time. So I'd love to tell you the essential oils that I used in this soap, but honestly, I can't remember. So I'll just pop them up here on the screen for you so that you can have a little look. I think I mentioned it in the actual video anyway, but hey ho, if I don't, they'll be there for you. We are doing a swirl design, blue and white, with a solid colour mica line down the centre, and it is being topped with some pretty little cornflower petals. So this is all the blues and the whites. Hopefully you shall enjoy it. Let's move swiftly on, and I shall show you us making the soap. Disclaimer, there is some noise in the background of this one. That is because Wayne was busy playing his guitar with his friends whilst I was downstairs having some soapy fun. So it's 6 minutes past midnight. Storm Dennis is raging away outside, and I have what can only be described as my own private heavy metal / rock concert going on a few feet above my head. What better time can there be to start the supposedly relaxing and calming process of soap making? Cooled lye water, liquid oils, solid oils, melted together, cooled lye water, into the soap, into the oils even. I say it's late, I'm tired, that's going to be my get out clause if anything goes wrong today. We're going to bring these to a emulsion / light trace, and then we are going to get them split down into 5 various different containers. So I've split the batter into 5 different containers. They've all got the same amount in, and we shall be working with these 2 first. I'm going to keep 1 white and I'm going to colour 1 blue with a sapphire blue mica powder. I'm going to take the essential oil and pop it into this one here. We have got geranium, Ylang Ylang and some bergamot. Basically what I was doing was just using up some essential oils that I had left over that I didn't have enough to really do anything major with, so I've just been experimenting. Blue mica powder into there, as so. And now we're going to whiz these into a fairly medium / thick trace. Then we are going to do a in the pot swirl for the base of our soap. Just making sure that blue mica powder is nicely incorporated, and then we're going to swirl the blue into the white, and that is going to form the base of our soap. So as usual with our in the pot swirls, we're going to hold the batter up nice and high so that it goes all the way down to the base, and we're just going to tip it in. Whoops. Didn't go quite as planned there, but not to worry. As I said, it's late, I'm tired, and I've been wanting to make soap all day. So instead of going to bed, like perhaps I should have done, I'm up here like some sort of sleep-deprived person making soap. Right, spatula in. I'm going to just sort of swirl it round a couple of times. That is very thick. Ooh. Okay, let's just do it a little bit more. Just try and incorporate that. I think we might have gone a bit lumpy bumpy with that one, but let's see how it goes. Let's bring the mould in. So now I'm going to pour this or scoop it into the base of the mould. We have definitely got very thick here. We are using a geranium essential oil, and sometimes floral oils can cause batter to accelerate, which may be what's happened here. Of course, we're using Ylang Ylang as well. But we're going to work with this because sometimes I've found that when things look like they're not working, once they're cut, they actually turn out all right. But this certainly isn't, whoops, oh gosh, there we go again, making another mess, and another mess. I shouldn't be allowed to soap late at night. Now this is absolutely looking like one hot mess right now. What my plan was to do a little mica line down the centre. We may as well carry on to the original plan. If I can get the blooming lid off this pot. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty. So, mica line completed. It's time to put this to one side and move on to step 2. So step 2 basically involves taking another portion of the batter, throwing in some more mica, and throwing in some more of the essential oils. I'm not going to actually blend this lot with the blender. I'm going to try and work it in with a spatula because this lot is quite thick already. And I don't want it to go quite so lumpy as the last lot did. I don't know if it is the essential oils there that are causing it to accelerate. I'm hoping it'll be okay in the final bar, but you can never tell. There's been bars where I think, oh, I'm just going to give up and chuck it half done, and then you carry on and you cut them and they're perfect. And there's bars where I think I've done everything right, and then you cut them and something's gone wrong. You can just never tell. So now I never give up on a half done bar of soap, even if all signs are pointing to failure, because we just want to remain positive. We're going to pull back in this mould, and then what we're going for is a nice solid blue line across the top of this one. I'm going to be pouring it low and slow over the spatula because I don't want it to penetrate the line underneath. Because if I'm going to get anything right today, I'm going to get this line right. Then it's going to be back to the mica powder for another powder line. And I've got to say, I really envy people that can do things like this and stay neat and tidy and clean. My work surfaces literally look like there's been some sort of horrific colour explosion after I have done soap. I just can't stay tidy. Things go everywhere, bits go flying off, and I do try, but I think I just have to accept I'm one of those people where things just happen. It's what my mum always used to say, well, she still does say about me. She's like, if something's going to happen, it's going to happen to you. And she's not wrong. Right, back off to the side for this to firm up, and we're going to mix up the last layer, which is going to be a repeat of the first layer. And that's definitely had enough time to set up, so we're going to do what we did before and gently pour this over the spatula so as not to break that layer. Goodness me, this is so thick now. And this does seem to have swirled slightly better than that first layer. Let's just get it in now, any which way. Right, I am glad that's all done. I'm glad it's all in. Now we're going to decorate the top. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to use a spoon to just pull it to a nice peak. And then the final part of my plan was to take some of these beautiful blue dried cornflower petals, and we're just going to sprinkle them down 1/2, giving them a nice sort of covering, because I think it'll make it look pretty, and I think it's quite nice just having it down just the one side, gives it an asymmetrical sort of feeling. Oh, it sounds like my concert upstairs has stopped now. I don't know if you guys could hear any of that throughout the video. I apologise if you could, and if you weren't keen on it. I don't mind it really, it's alright. Any of you that know Wayne will understand fully. Any of you that don't know Wayne on a personal level, he is very much into his guitars and his rock and his metal, so it is not unusual to be hearing that in the house at all. And he's got his mate round tonight as well, so they're up there together, knocking out some tunes. I've heard some Guns N' Roses, I think I heard some Metallica, or it could have been Pantera. I can't tell the difference between those ones. He has taught me well with the Guns N' Roses though, I know that now. And I quite enjoy their music now, if I'm being honest. Right, so that is that. I was debating perhaps doing a little mica swirl over the top, but I think the way the rest of this has gone tonight and the fact that it's now 10 to 1 in the morning, I think we'll leave it there. But there's just one thing I might attempt first, and I may well live to regret this, but I'm going to take a chopstick and just see if I can swirl the top peak a little bit. I say it could well be that I'll end up regretting this choice. Oh, I don't know if I like it or not. Let's try one more. Oh, what the heck, we've done it, let's go with it. I don't want to really pull any of those flowers in, that's the only issue. No, you know what, I've changed my mind, it looked better before. I wonder if I can, where's my spoon gone? Here it is. I wonder if I can get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of it, don't like it. Change your mind, change your plan. There we go, all gone. It's like it never even happened. I won't tell if you don't. Right, so we are going to put this to one side now. Leave it for probably 48 hours or so. Then we shall come back and chop it up and see what that inside looks like. I'm happy with the top. The top's looking pretty. Apart from that bit there. But the top's looking pretty. And I just hope that the inside lives up to the top. Time will tell. So as you can see, making soap at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, is always a little bit of fun. A few things went a bit wrong there, but it all worked out okay in the end. And I know that because I'm actually filming this video after everything's been done. The soap has already been cut. I do already know how it's turned out. Keep watching, it worked. So, after I cut off the video and I'd done the design and I'd done the cornflowers, I kept looking at the soap and I was like, you know what, it just needs something else. And I was racking my brains and thinking, and finally, after I'd turned off the camera, after I turned off the camera and put everything away, it came to me. And so, I added some little white soap gumballs on the top. And these are just made from white cold processed soap that I used in a little 9-ball gumball mould that I was testing out a few weeks back. But unfortunately, as I was just testing a new mould when I made these and I had no plans for them initially, I only made 3. And I ummed and ahed with the idea of whether or not to put these 3 on here, knowing that it would make the rest of the bar look a little bit unfinished. And in the end, I decided I wanted to see what they'd look like on top. I thought they'd make it look really, really pretty, just add a finishing touch. And so I decided that the bar's going to be chopped up anyway, so I may as well have 3 bars that are finished how I like the idea of them being finished. And then we'll have 2 to choose from anyway. We'll have one with a gumball and we'll have one without, and we can choose and see which one looks better. So let's get down to cutting and see how the insides turned out. I've turned it onto its side for cutting, with the side with the flowers on the bottom. This is because I don't want when I'm cutting the knife to drag through the flowers and leave drag marks, and also we have got that mica line running through the middle, which again I don't want to drag through the soap. And that is why we're turning it onto its side. Now let's begin the cutting process. So here we have it. The finished bars. One with the little gumball on top and one without. So what are your favourites? Do you prefer the ones with? Do you think that finishes them off and they look good? Or do you prefer them without? Like so. Let us know. I think I prefer the one with. I do like that. And as you can see, the swirl in the middle has sort of worked as well. Let me pop one of these down. The bottom was a bit more lumpy, so it hasn't swirled quite as well, but on the top we have got quite a nice swirl, and there is a distinctive solid blue line through the middle which we wanted. I'm actually really happy with them. It actually reminds me of the seaside on a sunny day, the sort of waves and the surf and the clouds and the sky, so I might have to do this over summer with a seaside theme because I think those colours would be really good for that. But on the whole, yeah, really happy with how these have turned out. And it does just go to show that at the time when making things and they don't go quite as planned, you can still end up with quite a respectable bar of soap. So I have made a lot of soap in my time, and I still have to say that I think this one is going to be one of my firm favourites. I know I say that about loads of my soaps that I do, but these ones I just really like. And over time, I've realised that those essential oils I used have actually left it with a distinct sort of baby powder, talcum powder scent. It's really light and it's really, really pretty and delicate. So I think I'm definitely going to use that blend again. So let us know whether you prefer balls or no balls in the comments section. Feel free to give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed our videos. And as always, our website is here, discount code here. I say this every time in every video. It's purely if, it's to let you know. We're not saying go there, go there, go there. It's if you want to. We're just giving you options. Options are good. Balls, no balls. Options! Thanks for watching today. We shall see you next time. Bye-bye.